In this video series, we're going to talk about 24 different situations on a table that require 24 different shots, and today we're talking about this situation. Today we're in the following 9-ball situation. We have just 4 balls left on the table, but the problem is that we have way too much angle on the 6-ball here. So we have a really difficult time to get a nice position on the 7-ball. There are several options, of course, that we could do. I'm starting with the worst option, or better said, the most difficult option, and then we're working our way up to the best solution or to the easiest solution. Alright, the most difficult shot that we could play here is to actually hold the ball. This means we have to play the 6-ball into the corner pocket as soft as possible, and we have to play with maximum left spin. This means inside English. So this is a really difficult shot to execute, and even if we execute it perfectly, the cue ball won't end here because that's just impossible. So we will probably get somewhere towards here. In the best case, we hit the 9-ball. So let's try to execute this shot now. And as you saw, a bit softer would have been possible, but for me as a left-handed player, I have a really difficult shot. And even as a right-handed player, this is not the shot we want to have. So I would say let's set everything up again and play the next option. I'm using those paper reinforcement rings so that we have the exact same shot every time. And now we're not trying to actually cut that ball in the next option, we're trying to play a bank shot because the bank is on here. The problem is that we also have to hold the ball a bit because we have to hit here. The cue ball has a natural tendency to go towards here. So we either bank it very soft with a kind of a follow shot where the cue ball doesn't go along the tangent line but goes a bit more towards here. Or we're banking really hard, bring the cue ball towards here and back out. I think we're going for that soft bank here, but again, this is a very difficult shot. You have the bank shot, you need the right speed again. The only advantage here is that you are not likely to sell out, because in the shot before, if we miss the 6-ball, it is in front of the corner pocket, but on this shot we have a good chance that something good will happen and that we leave our opponent a difficult shot. So let's play the bank shot now. As you see, this time it was a lot better to hold the cue ball, or a lot easier. We have a nice shot on the 7-ball, and this was very successful in my opinion. So if you like the bank shot, if you're feeling more comfortable with that, definitely go for the bank shot. But now, to complete things, I'm going to show you my favorite option, which is not banking the ball, but playing the ball directly into the corner pocket again. But this time we're not trying to hold the ball. We're trying to use the whole table, go around the angles and end up with a nice shot on the 7-ball. So for this shot, we don't use any right spin, any outside English, because the problem is we want to hit the second rail right about here, that it travels this line, hits somewhere here on this rail and goes towards the 7. If you use outside spin, the problem is that the angle opens here. We hit a bit earlier here, a bit more here, and then we're going this path, and this is not what we want to do. So don't use any outside spin on this shot. If so, you could use a hair, but really a hair of inside spin. So really not a lot. Okay, let's show you how this would look then. And as you see, this turned out perfectly. Once the cue ball is basically here, we have a shot on the 7-ball for a very, very long time. And this actually ended up perfectly with a nice angle. What we're going to try now is to go 2 rails towards the 8-ball, play the 8 into the side and preferably the 9 into here. But it depends a bit on the angle we leave ourselves. Let's just check the straight line here. Goes from here. By the way, those are diamond slicers that I'm using by KAMUI. That's because many people have asked what this actually is. You can find the link to get them in the video description. A bit close to the rail, but we're actually perfectly on the straight line. All I have to do now is just roll the ball in, staying down, concentrate on my stroke. Very nice. Cheated the pocket a bit, and we have a very easy 9. And those were the 3 options that you can play in this situation. Okay guys, as I just mentioned, use whatever option you like the most. In the end, it's personal preference. I, however, like the last option that we played the most. Okay, this is the situation that we're going to look at tomorrow, an 8-ball situation where we have just 2 balls left on the table which are frozen to each other, and we can play a very interesting shot here. So stay tuned, tune in tomorrow, and until then, if you like this video, as always, please consider to share it with your friends, subscribe to my channel, like, and of course leave a comment, let me know what you think. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching guys. A huge thank you of course goes out to my sponsors, to my patrons, to everyone who's supporting me. Thanks for watching guys, and as always, see you tomorrow. Take care.